Use the code CHICKEN in the shop.
Hey guys, the Chicken's here, back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, I feel a little bit under the weather, so might not have as much energy as usual, but we're going to go over your season, what is it, 53? 53, 54? Season 54, I got confused there for a sec. So, we're going over your season 54 starter guide. Now, we don't have a title for the season, we don't have a name for it. I looked back on this month on Boom Video, and it didn't really show us very much about the season. It is going to be, I believe it's going to be a 3-week season. I think it ends on the 21st of January, so that's good news. Especially coming off a 4-week. We don't want another 4-week season. So yeah, this video is going to be to help those of you that are either coming back to the game or have not played a ton of Warships. We're going to go over general tips and tricks to get you guys started off on the right foot for the season. Appreciate it if you take a sec and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to use that code CHICKEN in the shop. Nothing in there too crazy right now, but it does expire every 7 days, so I appreciate it if you throw a creator code in there. And you want to become a member of the channel, we are doing our giveaway before the start of season 54. Someone is going to win a Dr. T figurine. You want to be entered and stuff like that, all you got to do is become a member and you're automatically entered. So we're going to take on Gearheart, I believe. And let's go over, look at this one, look at all the shield gens. Is this just an all Zuka walk-up? Oh my god. So how do you start off the Warship season? Now, some of you vets out there that are watching this, make sure to leave your comments down below as well. Just to try to help out some of the newer players and that kind of thing. So, the most important thing, right out of the gates, before we even get into when the season starts, is to make sure that you watch the sneak peeks or that you stay tuned into the community somewhere where you can see the tech tree and have an idea of what you're going to do before the season starts. The worst thing that you can do in Warships would be to go in blind and then just kind of unlock what you think is going to be good without any sort of plan. That would be absolutely the worst thing that you could do. So don't do that. Have an idea of the path you want to take. And an important thing too is when you carve out that path, don't go back and forth too much. Kind of stick it out, unless you're really making bad decisions. Say for example you skip a bunch of stuff because you want to get to a certain troop later on. Stick with that plan. Don't go backwards on it, because what's more than likely going to happen is you're going to get stuck between kind of no man's land. And you're going to have not the best defense or not the best offense, which is definitely the worst position you could find yourself in. Better to have a little bit stronger one way or the other. So, once you have your plan kind of hashed out, the next thing that you need to do is you got to make the right tech tree choices. And how do you do that? So, the best way really to do that, especially now with Warships, we start at 6 out of 6 chests. The best way to do that now, is let people go ahead. Let people go ahead. It's okay to sit back and wait. In fact, that's what I would definitely recommend. Unless you really want to. The thing is, it's as long as you're on the right tech path, you're gonna progress. You're gonna win. You're gonna do well. You might not necessarily be, in that top 5 spot, But if you're okay with risking that, and you should only really do that if you're pretty solidly sure that you know exactly where you're going. But the idea is to let other people establish the tech path, and then, you can either see it through the YouTube videos or, again, the community, Reddit, Discord, whatever. Or another big thing is just simply watch replays. Especially at the beginning of the season. Just let other people go, see what works, see what doesn't, watch what you lose to, watch what you're able to beat, that kind of thing. And that's going to allow you to really get ahead, because you're letting everyone else do all the troubleshooting for you. So whenever you can do that, that's always a good thing. So let's say you got the tech tree, kind of planned out. You might not have all the best starting tech in the world, but you're thinking, chicken, I've got, I'm on the right path, I'm doing the right stuff. Where am I going wrong here? So if few things you can look at. Number one is typically the base. If you have really good tech, a lot of the times, more often than not, what's going to happen is you're just simply using not, like a meta base. Meta just means the best current strategy. So that could be it. So again, you can at the beginning of the season, you can really make a lot of your own bases. That's what I did last season. I made a lot of my own bases, just kind of variants of what was working, like minor changes. Still copied the meta base, but changed around a little bit so it would make people think or throw them off. Especially if people are using pretty well the same thing. This is crazy. The Zukas are gonna get stuck on that shield gen. So little things like that can definitely help. It's good to experiment, maybe not all the time, and maybe not so much later in the season. It's not going to be as beneficial, but you should still always explore and try to learn and try to get better and that kind of thing. But yeah, so if it's not your base, then the next thing to look at would be your attack, depending on what you're losing. If you're losing just on time or if you're fizzling, there's probably something you could be doing a little bit better. And explore all those avenues that we talked about before and how to do better and progress and all that stuff. So look at this, guys, look at this. Let's go. That shield just does not want to go down for us, and boom, war factor goes down. So once you've got those things, those are kind of the basics of things to check out. And the other thing too, if you're not doing well, just wait until the next chest. So we talked about a lot in the past, waiting for chest times to go in and to play. The reason you do that is because there might be a lot of other people that are in your scenario that have your tech that might not be great, and they might be waiting simply to go in for that next chest and then try to get the next tech and then push from there. So that can be a way if you find that you're getting really severely outmatched. This is going to be bad. Oh, God. We're going to run out of GBU here. If you're getting severely outmatched, then that would probably be a good place to start. Just by making sure that you're playing at chess times, you're not, if you're losing especially and you're not doing well, don't just keep pushing for the sake of pushing. Make sure that you're pushing at times where it makes sense. When you're not getting totally outgunned. I'm going to have to let Brick go here. I don't know if Chewie to slow down and save her. Let's go. Smoke. And flare. I don't know what's going to happen here. This is going to be interesting. We're going to peek a little bit, aren't we? That's probably going to cost us. Not the best Zuka attack. Not the best one. But, those are just some basic kind of tips and guidelines to hopefully help you guys out, get off to the right foot on the start of the season. We're going for our 25th top 500 of the season, guys. If the stars align, maybe we can make another top 50 push, but typically that probably won't happen back-to-back seasons. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and like I said, anyone else that has tips and tricks and comments, leave them down below. And we'll see you in the next video. And also, we're going to be streaming Monday morning at 4 a.m.? 4 a.m.? Or, no, it's later start now. Probably 6 or 7. It's also the day after New Year's, so it might be a little bit later. But anyways, hope to see you guys there. Appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you next one. Chicken out. Bear.